So this story, the team had a function. The Indianapolis Colts, obviously he was the first-round pick for the Indianapolis Colts quarterback. They want him to come in, and he's going to be the guy to run this franchise.
Hell yeah.
And what this tweet says, basically, Tony, you want to read it, or you just want to summarize this for people?
Well,
he's being a good guy.
First off, I want to make sure from the source if it is correct or not. But
from Dove?
Dove?
Yeah.
Dove?
Yep.
Dove?
Yep. Dove? Yeah, sure.
Dove?
Basically, yeah, you said it. He stayed around. He cleaned up the mess because he didn't want to have everyone else deal with it. I just want to know, is that a normal thing in the locker room?
Well,
See, I actually didn't this happen at the draft? I think this happened at the draft.
With
not
Malik
at-
Willis, you're talking, aren't you?
No, this I believe it says left by the draftees on this.
Yeah, I think it was
And Troy Vincent talked to him.
Yeah, but it says NFL rookie event. So I wonder if it's just all the guys who were drafted. Because if it was Troy Vincent, don't you guys have that rookie symposium thing? Is that right after the draft?
No, the symposium's later, actually, in the summer, I believe.
Oh, so maybe this was a draft event. But, I mean, that middle paragraph's unbelievable. Richardson explained that it was unfair to expect the staff to clean up the mess left by the
I mean, this is a real thing, but it usually happens from vets, where like a vet, like, hey, man, like, you took it, after practice, everyone comes in, you're talking, you have like 20 minutes or so. As you're getting your stuff off, people are going to lift, people are going to lunch, you're going to meetings, and you're like, oh, okay, man, you cut your tape off, your shoes and your ankles, your cleats, and every once in a while someone will just like put it on the ground or leave it on the ground when there's a trash can 2 feet away.
Yeah.
And it's the most infuriating thing ever. Like, what are you doing? Like this, all these people here, like we're all on the team together. They're not like, they don't specifically work to pick up your dumb trash because you couldn't throw it 2 feet into the trash can. But it's usually vets that will kind of find a guy and maybe scare a guy early, and then they get that, and then they can pass it on as they grow. Like, hey, we're not going to, this place isn't going to be garbage because of us.
Well, and that's like own team.
It's common sense.
Because this isn't just like a Colts rookie event, right?
Yeah, this is for everybody. You're right. Yeah, it's great. Like, and especially the fact that I would assume he didn't do it knowing that people were going to talk about it. He didn't do it to try to get on camera or whatever, or to set it. Like, he did it because he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to ruin the day of these other people because you have these stupid entitled athletes leaving their trash everywhere.
AJ,
Absolutely.
some other tweets are calling this a rookie orientation. Is that like a specific
with the Colts
thing?
The Colts could have had a rookie orientation kind of thing where we had rookie orientation stuff where they would almost like a few vets would come in. It was usually on the weekend of rookie minicamp, I think, and vets would come in and maybe do a little presentation to the players or like go over things, how to handle giving money to your family, all of that stuff. So it could have been.
So that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
If it was a
But
Colts
Troy
team.
Vincent was there. Troy Vincent's
Apparently.
like DeMaurice Smith's right-hand man, right? Or is he?
Thought
No,
he was
my bad. He's
Goodell's
the NFL.
right-hand man.
Goodell. He was with the PA. Now he's been with the NFL for a while. My bad on that. Okay.
Well, where did this come from? Like, is there a source?
How did this get out?
Yeah, how did this get? That's what I mean. Because did Dove just hear this, or is this from? Like,
Honestly, well, it'd be smart for Troy Vincent to put it out, to tell Dove.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
true.
It's great, good pub. If it truly happened, obviously it did. Then yeah, for Troy Vincent, he's a fan. He needs the NFL to do well. It's just another feel-good story for the NFL and a young superstar.
Dove is seemingly everywhere, so he could have been in the garbage can that
You think he
that
was?
So-
Anthony Richardson threw all this stuff in.
So we're being told that this was a pre-draft event, not necessarily something fully affiliated with the Colts.
Oh,
so
like
it
a
was
function.
The NFL, yes.
I love how we're really
Okay.
we're
The
really
league,
digging
yeah.
down on what the event was.
Well, we need
to
Who
make
was
sure.
there? So it wasn't just Colts players. We're saying.
Right, exactly.
There's a bunch of players. So,
There's a lot of
it's like,
different
hey,
players.
he's the leader of all these. These guys are all alphas. All Bryce Young. All these people are here,
Just gonna
and this
say.
is the guy saying, "Hey, no, this isn't right."
yeah,
Good guy.
Feels like there were
Uh-oh.
30 assholes drafted.
Did the
and
Colts
one
win the
good
draft?
guy.
Sorry, Con, for cutting you off.
Yeah, they
You're
did
right.
win the draft.
Did the Colts win the draft now because of this?
Yeah, and I maybe I've just been oblivious to it, but him being 20 years old is absurd.
oh my God, crazy!
That's nuts
Yeah.
to me. I mean,
That is absurd.
and to have
Yeah.
that kind of high character and integrity at 20.
are you kidding me? How excited are people in Indianapolis right now?
Well, if it's like, yeah, I mean, if we're talking like they like ate a meal and these guys were like just like throwing it on the ground
Yeah.
or like
See ya.
intentionally missing the
Well, I heard a
garbage,
bunch of
like-
them were putting ketchup packets on the ground and fucking stomping on them, so the whole
That's
floor-
bad. Don't do that.
That's classic cafeteria. You know?
Jeez. Yeah, that's. I mean, good. I think that we're in good hands with Anthony Richardson. Is he going to start day one? Never
Yes.
goes back.
Yeah,
Even though Gardner
100%.
Minshew's here.
Even though Gardner Minshew's here, yeah, he's the guy. I mean, they took him at 4 overall. How long do you want him to sit behind someone?
Now
need
you
to
can't.
throw him into the fire. Yeah,
It's not like they have expectations to go win the Super Bowl this
No.
year either. So
And they've already, you know what they've done, which I appreciate? Other teams go the opposite way. And I've heard Michael and Barty talk about this, to where Now we want to pump people up and put these unrealistic expectations on players. Like I remember I was hearing Lombo on his podcast say something like, if a guy played last year, or like a guy like Justin Fields, they're going to say, oh, he is light years ahead of where he was last year. They always want to say this. And then Lombo's like, come on, you're going to ruin it for this kid, and you're telling your fan base all of this stuff and these expectations. Like, they need to be realistic. And when you do that, you screw these players over sometimes.
Well, and on TV right now with Justin Fields, they're saying like, oh, he's going to be an MVP candidate this upcoming year, which like he could be.
Yeah.
I mean, like that he's an incredible athlete, but if
that would be a hell of a jump.
It would
Very
be
educated.
It would be.
Yeah, it would be, but I don't think the team's doing him any favors when the team comes out and does that. That's why I think it's cool that isn't Chris Ballard already said, like, we're gonna stumble a little bit. It might not
Said they
look pretty
drafted him
early,
because
right?
of where his ceiling is.
Yeah, so good. Let people know. Like, we're gonna see some flashes of brilliance. You're gonna love what you see at times, and there might be a few plays that you do not love, and you want him to have those back. But guess what? That's just all part of the process.
Well, it's the same deal. Like, when you have a guy like him, like you don't need him to be an incredibly efficient passer out of the gate. Like he could win them a couple games by rushing for like 150 yards or
Yeah,
you don't get that with Gardner Minshew.
And it's the best setup out of all the rookie quarterbacks. Like realistically,
like with people
the
around him, you
Colts-
mean?
Yes, with the offensive line.
Jonathan Taylor,
if
obviously.
they play how they play, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr. They drafted Josh Downs, and all signs seem to be pointing that he's unbelievable. They got
Alec Pierce was good.
Yeah, second-round pick last year. Like, they do have weapons. And then defensively, we'll see what happens, but they really just lost Gilmore, right?
With Shaq Leonard's healthy and
Hopefully
feeling
Shaq
good
Leonard's-
again.
Yep.
He'll be roaming.
DeForest Buckner,
All
Zaire
pro.
Franklin. Like, they do have.
Jeez, they do have athletes everywhere. They have studs at every level you think of.
Yeah.
We see Troy Vincent Sr. here. We got breaking news, I guess, popped up a tweet a little bit ago, right? Zeke, how long was this?
He tweeted like at 42, so like 8.
Oh,
10
so
minutes
thanks
ago.
for watching the show.
8,
Troy.
10 minutes. At the prospects breakfast before the draft, Anthony exhibited a heartfelt act of kindness, humility, and service. This carried me through the day, and by midnight, it just had to be shared with the club because film cannot measure this depth of character.
Wow.
So we nailed it.
So Troy Vincent couldn't stop thinking about
At a
Anthony
prospects breakfast? Is that what?
Yep.
Because we've been really trying to
See,
nail
this was
down
the
exactly
thing.
what this event was, right?
People were just fucking throwing eggs and shit
Yeah.
all over the place.
For real, what are you guys doing at this breakfast?
Throwing rolls. like
Jalen
100
Carter.
yards.
Food fight!
Because I wonder if, yeah, for
They
real.
start chucking food.
Is there a chance that they thought it was like a restaurant and that they bust your table for you and they just left?
Probably.
Is that what? And then,
Diggs might have been onto something. They might have had hash browns. They might have been putting ketchup packets on the ground and just fucking squirting them
I think
everywhere.
that-
you might be
might have
right,
happened.
man.
Yeah,
How long
especially
did it
if
take?
Will Levis was there.
Yeah.
He might have just been eating so fucking hard that he just got
Slamming the table.
Yeah, and just eating as fast as possible all the eggs he could, and then they just got
They
everywhere.
could have had guys like dumping syrup all over the ground too, just a sticky mess everywhere.
Why would they do anything?
Yeah, banana peels on the ground.
Well, they're kids, you know. They're young.
That's
They're
what
kids.
Stats-
They got millions of
Stats was
dollars.
doing that.
They might have been trying to give someone an awful waffle.
Yeah.
What
Bingo.
exactly is that, Nick?
Hey, Jay, if you have to ask. you
I
don't-
do have to
you don't
ask,
wanna know.
honestly. I assume it's something terrible. You take it out of your butt cheeks or something. and make it eat.
Please,
What is it?
please.
What the hell? I don't
He
know
said
what
the
it
awful
is.
waffle.
What
You
is
don't know
your-
either,
No,
right?
I don't.
No,
Okay,
it's just a
good.
bad waffle. Doesn't
You don't
taste
want
good.
to salute your shorts with donkey lips and Bobby Butnick?
Yeah,
I
Jesus.
remember salute your shorts. I don't remember any specifics from the program, but yes, I get it. What did you do with the awful waffle, though? You never told me.
I still don't know what it is.
You got to tell us, Nick.
Don't.
If it's on Salute Your Shorts, I think we can say that was a Nickelodeon show, right?
It was, but that was a different.
That's when they pushed the
Nickelodeon.
brown.
Different
It's
era.
a different era when Nickelodeon was really pushing
That was
the boundary.
Goosebumps era. That
Yeah, it
was
was.
fucking.
Are you afraid of the dark?
This wasn't Lumpkin.
Oh, this is who was there.
That's just who was the draft, so I'm guessing that.
Oh, I don't know if we don't know who was there really at this breakfast. We can't be killing who could have technically possibly been in the region. Yeah, there's draft picks eventually supposedly there. Who knows who was there?
Keon White and Christian. Both of your guys were there, dumping syrup all over the ground.
Your Garstar and
What if
they
these
were
guys
there.
are honestly getting people are like tweeting at them, they're getting a bunch of heat. Like, where were you guys? What are you like you said, you stepping on ketchup
Yeah.
packets and just squirting syrup all over for no reason?
It's possible.
Yeah.
What if footage came out and they were? They were just
That
being
would-
hooligans,
that'd be
just knocking,
awesome.
That'd
just
be-
taking bites of stuff and throwing it on the ground.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
And Anthony Richardson's like trying to stop everyone. He's got like egg hanging from his ear.
Guys!
He's all frustrated.
Madness!
Stop! And then someone just hums an apple at his face.
He's
And
out cold.
Catches it, maybe. That'd be sweet.
I mean, we can't slander these guys. We don't know what. they
No,
did.
we don't know.
No.
It could easily been a restaurant where they thought it was where you got to take your tray and throw it away yourself, like a Chipotle.
Yeah.
But these guys may have thought, hey, someone said, hey, to leave your stuff there, we'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
How bad do you feel when you go to those restaurants and like they tell you to leave your shit there?
It is weird, isn't it?
And it's just like
No, we got it. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, but if the trash is right, I'll just put it right there, right? Yeah, I don't know. Or you probably, if you go to Chipotle, I bet you throw away your baskets, don't you? In your other, the things you're not supposed to throw
Why
away.
you throw away your basket?
You probably don't like paying enough attention.
No.
See,
I
so
bet
it
you
sounds
fool.
like you do. Every
You leave
time.
the old classic thing is people that leave the grocery cart, you don't put it in the thing.
That's Connor.
That drives me nuts.
I did that, and then I didn't realize that it was a big deal, and
It
I've done
is.
it for the past few years, Tony. Okay, it was like
So you should just
COVID.
leave your cart wherever your car was, basically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like all
Can't do
right,
it.
see you later.
Can't do it.
They say that's the most basic of all operations to tell if someone's a good person or not.
Really?
Yes, and that's why I've changed my.
Good
ways.
for you. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, 'cause I
you
didn't
can
know.
change.
I had a friend who worked in the business, and they're like, "No, it's fine. I get to spend more time outside. I'd rather do that than have to just go out and then come back in." I was like, "Okay, good to know."
So from personal experience, you said, hey, they want these things strewn about everywhere.
that was my truth.